Well, it's no secret that Meryl Streep is no fan of President Trump, but now the Hollywood icon is going after the women of the Trump family, criticizing them for not speaking out as sexual harassment scandals and the Me Too movement sweep across the nation. Streep saying in a new interview, quote, "I don't want to hear about the silence of me. I want to hear about the silence of Melania Trump. I want to hear from her. She has so much that's valuable to say. And so does Ivanka. I want her to speak now." That didn't go over well with the Trump family. Don Jr. firing back on Twitter saying, quote, "Amazing that the only person in all of Hollywood who didn't know Weinstein was a serial assaulter, of course she did, has an opinion on this." Here now, Dana Loesch, a radio talk show host and a conservative commentator. Does she have a leg to stand on, Dana?
Sandra, it's good to be with you. No, I don't think that she does. And I want to remind all of your viewers as well that Ivanka Trump, when she was talking about those who prey on women and girls, she had harsher words to say about Roy Moore than Meryl Streep has ever had to say about Harvey Weinstein or Roman Polanski or Woody Allen. Meryl Streep is at the apex of Hollywood, and it is ludicrous for anyone to think, or for her to expect anyone to think, that she was completely ignorant of Harvey Weinstein's serial predation of women. In fact, I dare say that Meryl Streep, through her silence, and of course, you know, she's won many awards for many Weinstein movies in which she starred, including The Iron Lady, which I believe was the most recent. But Streep's silence on all of this, Sandra, has actually helped to marginalize, in my and probably reality's opinion, all of the victims of Harvey Weinstein. She, through her silence, has marginalized women. She has enabled predators like Harvey Weinstein in Hollywood, because to Meryl Streep, her career was more important than the dignity of so many women in Hollywood.
How would you describe the status of that hashtag Me Too movement at this point? I mean, the other night we were talking about it's been diluted in some ways by politics and politicians throwing money at chasing down victims to bring them up against their opponents. I mean, what's happening with the movement today?
Oh, I think you're exactly right in that. And I also think it's used as a deflection by people like Streep, who just want to make these political jabs. And I've also seen third-wave feminists using it as a way to say, well, I was catcalled one day, which is exactly like being brutally raped, or, you know, something else that's unbelievably horrific. The fear, I think, with the Me Too movement is that it is diluted, and that everyday occurrences are being made to look as though everything is sexual assault, everything is sexual harassment, and it's an attack on men. And then what ultimately happens is it diminishes the real struggle and the real tragedy that actual victims of sexual violence have had to endure, which is unfortunate. And maybe perhaps that wasn't the original goal or the original intent, but if not careful, that could be the ultimate result.
And Dana, I wanted to end by sharing this powerful message